Anna's journey began with hope, ambition, and a heart full of dreams. She had always found comfort in books, in the lines of notes scribbled late into the night, and in the belief that hard work would pave the way to a brighter future. Growing up with little but her determination, Anna saw education as her ticket to a new life, a way to build something better for herself and those she loved. But then, the day of her first important exam arrived. She remembered walking into the classroom, clutching her pencils and notes tightly, her mind racing with everything she had studied. When the test was handed out, her nerves trembled, but she told herself she was ready. Yet, when the results came, her name was not among those who passed. The disappointment was sharp and heavy. Anna felt as if the hours spent preparing had disappeared into a void, leaving only doubt in their wake. Tears blurred her vision as she wondered. Had she mistaken her abilities for something more than they were? Was she not as capable as she thought? Despite the ache, Anna refused to let this setback be her final chapter. She resolved to try again, fueling herself with the belief that failure was a lesson, not a life sentence. She doubled her efforts, spending long evenings at her desk, forgoing outings with friends, and immersing herself in textbooks and practice questions. Her world narrowed to a singular focus. To overcome this hurdle, when the next exam came, Anna entered with hope reignited, convinced her hard work would be enough. But once again, the results shattered her expectations. Another failure. This time, the pain was deeper. The voices around her grew louder. Some advised her to seek easier paths, while others simply offered sympathy, their words tinged with doubt. Anna tried to shield herself from their opinions, but a seed of uncertainty began to grow within her. She questioned if all her effort was in vain, yet, inside Anna, a quiet resilience remained. She remembered the dreams that had carried her this far, and she refused to let them fade. "This is not where I end," she told herself. With trembling hands and a heavy heart, she picked up her books once more. The third attempt tested her spirit like nothing before. As she walked into the exam room, she felt a mix of determination and fear, desperate to prove herself. But when the results came, they told the same story: failure. This time, Anna broke. She wept in private, overwhelmed by a sense of defeat that made her want to give up entirely. The pain of repeated setbacks seemed too much to bear. But in the quiet moments that followed, Anna looked at herself, not as a failure, but as someone who still had a spark of hope. She realized that failure was not a verdict, but a challenge. She made herself a promise. She would try once more, but this time, she would not just aim to pass. She would strive to truly understand, to become better, stronger, and more prepared than ever before. Her days became a ritual of discipline. She woke early, reviewed late, sought help from teachers and peers, and stopped comparing herself to others. Instead, she measured progress only against her own growth. When the fourth exam day came, Anna entered the room with a quiet confidence. She knew she had done everything possible, and when the results were posted, her name was there. She had succeeded. Anna's tears were now of joy and relief, but more than that, of pride. She realized her greatest victory was not passing the exam, but discovering the resilience, discipline, and courage within herself. Her journey showed that failure is not a wall, but a stepping stone. Each setback had taught her, strengthened her, and prepared her for success. Anna's story reminds us that failure is not the end, but the beginning of growth. With persistence, even the hardest trials can become the foundation of our greatest achievements.